predators, largemouth bass, which have large eyes that are near the top of the head. They're always looking up. I've also caught paddlefish that are completely blind, and they're doing just fine because they detect so much information from here, they don't even need the eyes. The Department of Energy, not the Department of Energy, the Department of Defense has been using paddlefish in some of their submarine warfare developments. Paddlefish have the ability to detect metal. If you put them in a metal tank, they'll swim around that tank and do their best not to touch the sides of the metal tank.
Action shot. Action shot.
Yeah, she'll let us know.
We're so close.
What I found is that fish, so you can see some fish, like the drums, have really large otoliths, and some have a lot smaller otoliths. So no two have the same type of otolith. And so biologists will stay at the dock or stand at the dock when anglers are coming in and ask to pull the otoliths, because we don't want to go out and waste a whole fish just for the otoliths that are found in the head. So like you said, the bigger fish, it's really easy to just go in and take a cut, basically like a wedge out of the fish's head. But so for the fish, the lighter area is the summer months when they're able to, when they basically have their huge growth spurt, when they're eating a lot.
That's the annuli that laid down during the winter when it was cold.
This is almost a 1-year-old largemouth bass. It's just a few months shy of a year.
Yeah, it's like dropped like 30 degrees almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not used to being on this one.
The belly needs to be real soft. You have to have a lot of ovarian fluid coming out of the vent and some eggs discharging from the vent. There we go.
All right.
Oh man! Have stirrers ready with their feathers to combine the eggs and the sperm. We add water. And then we stir and try to expose all the eggs to the active sperm. And the sperm find the entrance to the egg, and fertilization takes place very quickly.
Okay, right here.
See if there's anything in this. And then they come in here, and we collect the
Yeah. Good deal. How about Janie? You were here last year. What, did you learn anything new this year that you didn't see last year? Something different?
I think like the eggs was different, like because we didn't actually see them like fertilize it, but like I learned that like the dead eggs like are more buoyant and they float on the top.
Yeah, yeah, that'll happen to our eggs
it's
too.
Pretty much the same.
Our eggs, well, they'll get fuzzy, and they'll also, some of them will float to the top, but mainly they'll get fuzzy and stick together. But what you do though is you don't toss them out. You take them out of the hatching jar and put them in a petri dish or a bucket, bottom of a bucket, and sometimes they still hatch.
This was built with money from Hurricane Andrew. We got some federal money for the fish kills in the basin, and part of it they used to build this. But our operating money, whenever you buy a rod, reel, boat, motor, lure, whatever, the feds collect the tax at the manufacturing level. You never see it, but I think it's 11%. So if you buy a $100 rod and reel, like $11 of it is tax money. You never see it. When you buy a fishing license, we take $1 of that fishing license money and we can get $3 of that federal tax money. And that's what we operate on. The state record was 12 pounds. Right now it's 15.97. There was a lady caught one out of Valentine about 3 years ago, was 15.81. If it had had eggs in it, it would have been a new state record, but it already small. The state record in Texas and Mississippi is 18. Biologists have to justify it. Like Toledo Bend gets more fish than Kincaid because it's a bigger body of water, has more habitat. And they have to justify their request, but we have nothing to do with that. We just we get the request and go from there. Any creeks less than 10 parts per million are. When we cut the fertilizer can work. If you don't have 20, I'm going to show you these eggs. The white eggs didn't get fertilized for some reason. I don't know why.
Mitchell, this is what you expected? Today, pretty much? Cool? It's hard to know before you come here what it's going to be like.
So we were stocking 4 to 6 million a year. Last year was 2.4.
And they have dig. They pull the roots up, so that's one of the problems we have with pulling up by the roots. A lot of animals just eat the plants. They go ahead and pull the roots up too.
It's causing a lot of erosion.
Yes, a lot of erosion. Hi. So this is a channeled apple snail. This is something that has been moving up from Mexico to South America. This outcompetes our native snails. We don't have snails this big, but they do take over the food and the habitat. So these little tiny ones are what they look like.
Wow.
So the zebra mussel came from, you know how they got here? On ships in ballast water, which is St. Lawrence Seaway, which is connected to the Great Lakes.
Autofocus or manually? There we go.
Very close. This is about.
Okay. Right.
It like doesn't look like it's that many eggs.
No, it doesn't. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everybody take a nap? No naps?
No, watch the movie.
Huh?
Watch the movie.
Oh, what'd y'all watch?
Narnia 3.
You can leave it. Actually, you can take the outer one. Yeah, let's do the outer one. Good idea. And those things are going to fly off when you finally get to it. If you hold it, it'll be okay. But 3 years from now, one of those things would be in the corner and you wouldn't just be fighting it. I think a lot of it is just going to be trying to talk to the student body, the other kids. And we just want to pour them in there. And you can pour them fast. They're not going to hurt. And if they don't all come out, don't worry. We'll just put some more water in it. And there you go. Good job. And so just dip that in the tank water a little bit to get some more water in there, and then we'll get the rest in. There you go. And you can just fast dump them. There you go. Perfect. Good job, X. You know what those eggs were?
Fish eggs.
Yeah, paddlefish. You know what paddlefish looks like?
No.
Look right here. That's kind of what these will look like maybe in about a month.
I'm about to turn on the
Hatching jar.
hatching jar, so that way the baby fish that are inside the eggs will float around.
That's right. Okay. You can grab on with the other hand because it's, you know, say grab there you go. So you got something to hold on to. And just very slowly open it up. I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, hold it right there. Okay, just a little bit more, tiny bit more.
Okay.
Tiny bit more.
I think that's enough.
Is that enough? Okay. Is that all the way?
Yes.
Okay, do it back. I'm sorry, do it back. Or close it off. It took a while. It wasn't anything. Did they even go in there? I don't think so. There were just a couple of them. I can't see any. Yeah, maybe 3 at the most. I see one.
3 of them are down there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's out of 200 so eggs. That's okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to worry about it because they may still even hatch. There's a good chance they will hatch, especially if they're by themselves. It's just we don't want them clumping up to each other. Okay. So all right, Gabe got the paddlefish eggs rolling in the hatching jar on this March 4th, 2015. Great job, Gabe.